going on, This is Kenneth, SBM Boxing. Firm request, subscribe. Let's speak boxing. Just thought I'd create this video of sunny Miami, Florida, on my way to work. Happy Cinco de Mayo, by the way. We're less than a few days away from a big fight. I'm going to go ahead and catch it at the Little MGM, George's Boxing Genius house. So go ahead and subscribe. We're going to do post-fight, pre-fight at SBM Boxing channel. You got Saul Canelo Alvarez taking on Amir Khan. Big fight. Khan stepping up in weight. The matchmakers have Amir Khan losing this fight, you know, but much respect to Amir Khan. He's definitely taking the fight. He's definitely taking the 13 mil. But anyways, let's speak boxing. Like I said, we're less than a few days away. Saturday, May 17th, T-Mobile Arena is going to be the first fight taking place in this arena. So Canelo Alvarez is taking on Amir Khan. Canelo does have a loss. Canelo is coming in as the stronger opponent. Amir Khan is coming in, marketing standpoint, as the faster opponent. Amir Khan, in my eyes, has the fastest hand in the game. Canelo Alvarez is the stronger, younger opponent. So you definitely see the underdog there, the lining of being an underdog. And Amir Khan in 24/7 episode 2, he says he's all about it, you know. But I'll go ahead and touch bases a little bit about that in a little bit. Canelo Alvarez 46-1, 32 KO, so you definitely see the power. The only loss that he's had was against Floyd Mayweather Jr., who too is fast, which I definitely understand how Khan took on the fight. But Mayweather has another component, key component, which is defense and experience. Khan definitely has experience. You know, he's 31-3, 19 KOs. His KO power is not basically there, but don't let it be fooled, man. If your hands are quick, your hands are fast, your hands are explosive, the powers tend to come. Also, throughout that fight, you got that card on Saturday at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. You got David Lemieux taking on Glenn Tapia, which I have Lemieux winning that fight. Mauricio Herrera, which is versus Frankie Gomez. That's going to be an interesting fight. But anyways, so we're going to go ahead and talk about the Khan versus Canelo fight. Stylistically, I see the fight. You know, I can see why Khan is taking on Canelo besides just the payday. I know the Brooks situation. I know he's been calling out Mayweather. He wants a big payday. You know, he's got the payday. He got the payday of 13 million. They're a little over 13 million plus endorsements and stuff like that. So he's definitely going to cash out. But it's not just about the cash. It's also about the respect as a professional boxer. You know, Amir Khan is a hell of a boxer. Matter of fact, he's one of my favorite boxers. I think he has a lot of key components because stylistically, styles make fights. And I always said it, you know, I think with his hand speed and its explosiveness, I think he's one of the only fighters besides Erislandy Lara that's going to give Floyd Mayweather Jr. a fight if Floyd Mayweather Jr. comes back from retirement. But other than that, stylistically against Canelo Alvarez is quick. You know, I wouldn't say he's the fastest in the game, but he is quick. And he's taken on, you know, Miguel Cotto's fast. And he was able to outbox Miguel Cotto. He was able to be defensive. He was able to outpoint Miguel Cotto. And you can see the experience is escalating in his career with Canelo Alvarez. So you can't say that Canelo's not fast because Cotto's pretty quick. Cotto's pretty fast. He has the experience. He knows how to box. He has the chin. He has defense. And that's huge. Against James Kirkland, he completely annihilated him. You know, he's seen the opportunity. It's not that he came in trying to go out for his head. He just seen the opportunity with the experience. So he's getting better every single fight. Obviously, that's a good indication of the power. Was able to take out James Kirkland. Erislandy Lara versus Amir Khan. That'll be a hell of a fight. Erislandy Lara is very, very fast. You know, that was definitely a debatable fight between Canelo and Lara. A lot of people thought Lara won that fight. Canelo, it was a very, very close fight itself. Lara was able to keep the distance, utilize the jab, but Lara's quick on his feet. He knows how to box. He's fast, and thing about Lara, he's explosive and he has power, you know. And Gulo fight, Canelo was able to throw a lot of power punches, a lot of bombs, so you can definitely see the different styles in the fight. Now, Lara gave Canelo fight because Lara was Canelo problems. Why? Because Lara was utilizing the whole entire ring. He was able to capitalize on Canelo's mistakes. Anytime, you know, in the boxing game, you gotta hit to get to hit. You gotta get hit to put out a punch. So Lara was able to maintain the distance. You know, every time Canelo was able to get off, Lara was able to counter him and just keep the distance. But I seen times in that fight where Canelo showed a lot of speed and agility, was able to cut off the ring, and was able to throw out some sick-ass combinations, which I think is going to give Khan some problems, especially if Khan doesn't maintain that distance and if Canelo's able to cut the ring off and keep him within range. That's going to be a problem. Angulo was a pressure fighter. Canelo was able to stop him. Angulo has a lot of endurance. He can definitely take a punch. He's fucking strong. He's powerful. But Canelo was able to stop him and be more of a boxer in that entire fight. He was completely explosive and was able to stop the fight, which is unheard of when it comes to Fredo Angulo. But anyways, Mayweather was able to capitalize on Canelo's mistakes. A lot of people say it was inexperienced, but a lot of people say Canelo took that fight a little early. But at that time, you know, Mayweather did come off. Mayweather did take on Canelo, and Canelo took on Trout, and Trout beat Miguel Cotto. So that was a perfect opportunity for Canelo to go to take on Trout. So the experience was definitely there. He took on Josito Lopez, which I have no idea why fucking Lopez took that fight. Lopez moved up in weight and got completely annihilated. Shane Mosley, I have never seen Sugar Shane Mosley get his ass whooped as bad as he did when he fought Canelo Alvarez. But at that time, you know, Canelo Alvarez was already, Shane Mosley was already considered over the hill. He lost to Mayweather, but he did come out with a big victory before the Mayweather fight against Antonio Margarito. But anyways, as far as resumes, I would have to give it to Canelo Alvarez. But I definitely see that Khan, why he took the fight. I see that the Miguel Cotto fight, you know, Khan can put on a better performance than Miguel Cotto, but the problem is Miguel Cotto has a chin. Miguel Cotto has a little bit more punching power and stuff like that that's able to back up Canelo Alvarez. They're able to go to distance with Canelo Alvarez. Canelo was able to land some fucking bombs with Miguel Cotto. I'm not sure if Amir Khan can take that. I'm not sure if a lot of other fighters besides Miguel Cotto could take that. Now, Amir Khan, nothing against Amir Khan. You know, Amir Khan's been looking better and better since his loss against Danny Garcia. I think Danny Garcia, he just made a mistake. That's basically it. Now, the Lamont Peterson fight, before the Danny Garcia fight, since Khan lost back-to-back, that was a complete robbery. You know, I think that whole shit with the points being deducted in D.C. by the judge, that's all fucking bullshit. Lamont Peterson did not win that fight. I even still had Lamont Peterson losing that fight, even with the deductions of points. But anyways, let me give you a quick recap as far as Amir Khan. Amir Khan defeated Chris Algieri. Looked very okay in that fight, but Chris Algieri is a boxer, you know, but he made some mistakes. I guess he didn't feel good that fight. But Devin Alexander, he looked really good against Devin Alexander. He looked really good against Luis Callaso. He looked really it was a very debatable fight when he took on Diaz and when he took on Molina, but that was also, you know, he changed trainers. Mentally he was completely shot. Not to give any excuses, but it was just a different time, a different phase in his boxing career. But how do I see this fight taking place? I have to give it to Canelo. You know, I seen 24/7 episode 2. I see the training, I see the praying, I see the involvement. I see Virgil Hunter really getting into Khan's head. And one of the main things that stuck out that Virgil said is, look, man, if you make a mistake, because they had a closed-door session when Khan was training, Virgil's not having anyone actually watch the training sessions or anything like that. You know, if you make a mistake, you're going to pay, and there's a possibility that you're going to get knocked out. And, you know, Khan has to respect the honesty, because that's all it is. You can't get any more honest than that. If you make a mistake, you're going to pay. And Khan has a resume, has a past history of making mistakes, but the only thing about it is that his speed compensates for his mistakes. Just like Roy Jones Jr., there's a lot of, you have Prince Nassim, a lot of boxers out there that are super fast, and anytime they make a mistake, if they're off balance, if they're in the wrong position, they're able to compensate it with the speed. You know, I'm not too sure how his speed's going to pan out and play out with the extra weight coming up in weight, but I'm not sure why everyone thinks Canelo Alvarez is slow. The motherfucker's not slow. He's fast as shit. He's quick. I wouldn't consider him fast. I would just consider him quick. He's very smart. He knows how to cut off the ring. He knows how to utilize the ring. I don't see Amir Khan running, and as far as his feet work, I know he's really fast, but if you want to compare him apples to apples compared to Erislandy Lara, I just think Lara he knows how to utilize the ring, and he's faster on his feet than Amir Khan. I think Amir Khan definitely has faster hands. That's going to give Canelo Alvarez some problems. But just like they said on HBO, and I couldn't agree more. You know, there's only a certain amount of punches that Amir Khan throws. You know, I know he fights in different angles and stuff like that, but he is explosive. But I just don't see his punching power and his speed to back up Canelo. You know, I think Canelo's going to work the body, and he's very, very explosive. So all I can recommend Amir Khan to do is just maintain the distance, utilize the jab, and stick and move. You know, pivot and constantly be moving. Don't stay flush in front of Canelo Alvarez, but Canelo is going to cut the ring off, and he's explosive, and that's dangerous. You know, there's a lot of fighters that are explosive, but when it comes to coming from downstairs to upstairs and just throwing some awkward combinations, I think Canelo's the king of that, you know, so that definitely poses a threat, and he has some power to back it up. So anyways, guys, what's my fight prediction? I hate to say it. My heart goes out with Amir Khan. I hope Amir Khan comes out victorious on this, but I honestly think it's going to be a short night for Amir Khan, and Canelo Alvarez is going to completely dominate this fight. I think he's definitely, I would say even it's closest to the third round. I think Canelo's going to start taking charge of the fight, and slowly but surely, just depends on what Amir Khan does. And typically when you get tired and you lose in the fight, that's when you start making mistakes. And if you make a big mistake, it's going to be lights out. But do I think Canelo's going to knock him out early? No, I definitely don't think that. I think the fight can definitely go to distance, but it definitely compares to the preparation. Depends on the preparation that Amir Khan takes. And if he's losing those rounds, he just has to maintain the distance and stick to the game plan. As soon as he gets sloppy, as soon as he lets some hands down, as soon as he stays flush in front of Canelo Alvarez, that's when Canelo's going to capitalize, just like, you know, the Danny Garcia fight. He made a mistake and he had to pay. But if you think a Danny Garcia shot can compare to Canelo shot, I don't think so. But anyways, guys, this is Kenneth, SBM Boxing. For more questions, subscribe. Have a good one. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.